Dear students, in this video I will discuss about modifier. Modifiers are what we commonly use in our English language in writing content, in our subject matter, in literature, in our various forms of writing. So here we'll understand what are modifiers and how we use modifiers and how we can also eliminate the errors that are caused because of the wrong use of modifier. We'll take this in detail one after the other. So let us first begin with what is a modifier. So a modifier is a word or phrase that describes or qualifies or modifies a word, a phrase or clause. So let us see to this definition that a modifier is a word or phrase. So as we know that by phrase we mean a group of words. So it is basically one word or a group that is two or three or more words that describes, so that talks about anything, maybe a noun or a pronoun or a verb. So it will add meaning or describe a noun, pronoun, verb or qualify, which is what we are calling modifies, because it adds something to the original word or noun or verb or pronoun, a word, a phrase or clause. So by clause we mean part of a sentence. So a modifier is basically adding some detailed information or some more specification to an original word or idea by using a word or by using a phrase or by using a clause. So it is used to add more detail or more description or to modify or qualify an original word or a group of words. This we will now see with examples, as you have the first one, the red house. So red color house. Here the modifier is the adjective that modifies the noun and the pronoun. So modifiers can be adverbs, which are adding more meaning to the verbs, or adjectives, etc. Here the modifier that we are using is the word red for the house, that is the red color, which is an adjective for the house and is also modifying or describing more about the house. So in this sentence it is playing the role of a modifier. Then secondly we have another example, that is he ran quickly. So how did he run? He ran actually quickly. So here quickly in this sentence is an adverb, but it is describing the running of the person. So it is actually adding a little more detail or specification to how he ran. And so here the adverb quickly in this sentence is also a modifier. Here modifier is an adverb that modifies the verb. Now we will look into the types of modifiers. The first category is the misplaced modifier. So by misplaced modifier we mean a modifier that has been wrongly placed in a particular sentence. Like we have, it is a word or word group, or what we call group of words or a phrase that modifies one word or phrase in place of the other. So what you can see from this misplaced modifier definition, that it is a word or group of words or clause that has modified some other word and not the word that it was expected to modify. So it has added meaning, or it has actually modified the wrong part of sentence or the wrong part of uh, wrong group or category of words, and that is why it is being called a misplaced or a wrong positioned modifier. That is, it has been made by mistake, it has been placed to wrong position in the sentence, so it is called a misplaced modifier. We can see this by example, like wild and untamed Jack entered the jungle. So here, as you can see by this sentence, what meaning we get, that a wild and untamed person, Jack, entered the jungle. So this sentence shows that this fellow Jack is quite a wild and an untamed fellow, right? Similarly, we have another sentence, more beautiful than any human being, the explorer noticed the mermaid. The second sentence here, more beautiful than any human being, the explorer. So this sentence here means, what we get from it is that the explorer was more beautiful than any human being. But how is it possible? Because explorer himself is a human being and he noticed a mermaid, right? Now we will see how this modifier has been misplaced and how we can correct the mispositioned or misplaced modifier in the sentence. So how to correct it? Revise the sentence in a way that it clearly identifies the main clause. So what is more important for correction of the modifier is that usually the sentence has two clauses. First is the main clause, and the second one is the main or the primary clause, and the second one is the subordinate or the secondary clause. So to understand which part of sentence will the modifier qualify or describe or modify, because definitely the modifier will be placed somewhere in the main clause, because that is what you want to give stress or importance to, and that is what you would like to describe or to explain or to modify. Example we can see here, and once you have identified that main clause, we need to check whether modifier has been placed in that main clause or not. Example we have with the misplaced modifier, that is the incorrect sentence, and also we have the correct sentence where the modifier has been corrected, that is the position where it was wrongly placed, now the position has been changed, it has been put into the main clause, and now the sentence has no misplaced modifier, it has the appropriately placed or the correctly placed modifier. Example, you can see a wild and untamed Jack entered the jungle. So what here we see in the clause is wild and untamed is probably the first part, and this here is relating to Jack, that is this sentence actually denotes that Jack is wild and untamed and he entered the jungle. But this is not correct, because untamed you might not be using for this fellow Jack. Instead, what is the correct, because the main clause we've identified is wild and untamed. So here we are using Jack entered the wild and untamed jungle. So the modifier here is wild and untamed. It is describing what sort of jungle it is, and here this group of words or phrase uh, in which we are using modifier. The modifier here is having three words, that is a phrase, and we are using this with the jungle, that is the noun. So Jack entered the wild and untamed jungle. That is what sort of a jungle it is. It was a wild and untamed. This is the adjective that is being used as a modifier in this sentence, and thus the sentence is being corrected. Then we also have a second example to show how we can correct a misplaced modifier. It is more beautiful than any human being. The explorer noticed the mermaid. So what we get from this sentence is that the explorer is more beautiful than any human being, which itself looks a little bit of awkward or incorrect. And here we have identified the modifier that is more beautiful than any human being. So this is what is the phrase that we are using, and how we will position it correctly. Here you can see the explorer noticed the mermaid. The explorer noticed the mermaid, which was more beautiful than any human being. So this more beautiful than any human being, by these words we are actually trying to describe or to tell about the mermaid. So this has been put before to describe the mermaid, which is the noun, and the adjective is more beautiful than any human being. In this way we have corrected or rightly positioned the modifier, and the sentence makes complete sense now, right? Similarly, we have one more example, that is Sam shot an elephant in his pajamas. So by this sentence, what meaning that we get is the elephant was wearing pajamas and Sam shot him. And this sentence itself seems very absurd in the language, and we have corrected this. As you can see here, Sam in his pajamas shot an elephant. So the main part or the main clause here is Sam shot an elephant. And what was Sam wearing? So he was in his pajamas. Yes, Sam is a human being, is a fellow, so yes, he can definitely wear pajamas. So here you can see that this sentence makes complete sense, and by these three examples I hope the misplaced modifier correction is clear to you. That's all in this video.